Hi YouTube, I'm back in Cheshire again. Got back from Paris last night. It took me absolutely fucking ages. Well actually, yeah, there were some strikes in Paris, so getting out to the airport took a while. But the flight was dead quick, but it was just getting down from Manchester down, oh, and that was a bit that took ages. The train line was shut, so they put on this bus, which is a huge, great, very nice coach actually, with just me on it. It took an hour and a half. Actually 5 minutes longer to get from Manchester to Cheshire than it took to get from Paris to Manchester. Anyhow, I am back in Cheshire again, and I'm glad actually to be amongst trees and dogs again. Well, I mean, I enjoyed it, you know, don't get me wrong, but I'm glad to be in familiar surroundings and on my own. Yeah, I mean, I do have to think a little bit about art for various reasons, not least of which is, believe it or not, I've got an exhibition started next week. It's just at this tiny little gallery in Crewe, which is attached to a university, a place called the Open Space. I know the person who runs it, so I think, you know, there's an element of charity involved. But yeah, so I'm putting some videos on there. I'll probably put my rabbit videos on there, and dead things floating down the canal and that kind of stuff. I don't know what else I'll put on there. If you've got any ideas, let me know. What else? I just want to show some videos, so I might even show this video, which doesn't probably make any sense to anybody but myself, but never mind. Yeah, actually, if you have got any ideas, if you've got a video you really like, let me know, and maybe and you think it's okay to put it on, I'll curate that. No, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, I mean, it has got me thinking about, you know, this whole art thing, because obviously I've been steeped in it for the past couple of days, and it obviously occupies a large part of my life, being what I do for a living, pretty much. I'm in education, but that education is in the arts, in theatre specifically. So I do kind of have to think about aesthetics, and I do have to think about sensibility, and I do have to think about the art market, you know, and all these things are part of the currency of my day-to-day life, really. So it is something that's interesting, but in a sense it's been on the back burner in terms of a personal interest for years. You know, I mean, I used to be in theatre companies, and you know, I've made bits of stuff over the years, little bits of web art, that kind of thing, but not recently. You know, recently it's all been about education and other kinds of activities. As I say, it's only really recently that it's come to the forefront of my actual day-to-day life, really, so that I have to think about, oh, you know, what kind of art would I make? I mean, yeah, I mean, one of the things I found really interesting about the last couple of days, and I think I made a video about this, although it was incoherent, I don't think it made any sense, but was about connectivity and art. Because, see, what I'm not interested in is, I mean, it's not, no, that's not true. What I'm not interested in for myself producing is kind of objects that fit into art histories in a conventional way, you know, beautiful objects and beautiful paintings and beautiful pieces of theatre. I mean, I might do it, but it's not where my heart lies, really. I'm much more interested in kind of connectivity, I guess, and it is aesthetics, but it's not an aesthetics in the sense of beauty, just in the sense of you know, what kind of feeling, tone and conceptual feel, oh god, yeah, I can't even think today, what kind of feeling and thought processes do we bring to connection? You know, I made a video and I was talking about, you know, when somebody makes an artwork, and I cited Sarah Lucas's Bunny, when someone makes an artwork and it just seems to drop into the centre of a whole set of other ideas and unite those ideas, you know what I mean, as if it's the that one star in the middle of a constellation in which the whole constellation suddenly makes sense. In and of itself it's pretty meaningless or trivial or easily produced or whatever it may be, but by its connection to other things around it and its kind of citation and its leanings on other things around it, fucking hell, sorry, my tongue is really painful. It kind of makes sense of a whole bunch of other things that surrounded it. I mean, that's the kind of thing I really like. and I do get an aesthetic sensation from it, you know. And it's I think it's the same. It's nothing to do with art directly, or it's not solely connected to art directly, at least. You know, because I get this. It's the same kind of buzz you get a little bit, I think. You know, when you solve a crossword puzzle or something, or you, I don't know, solve some puzzle in logic, that suddenly these bits click into place. Or get a joke, you know what I mean? I've spoke about jokes before. You know, the punchline of a joke is really effective. You know, a classic 3-line gag, you know, the punchline is effective because these bits that came before, which are just kind of disparate non sequiturs, disparate little bits of language and different bits of ideas, the punchline just pulls them into an alignment, usually an unexpected alignment. So you suddenly get it, you know, Groucho Marx, you know. Last night I shot an elephant in my pyjamas. How he got in my pyjamas I'll never know. You know, it does that, doesn't it? It just pulls the alignment into shape and you feel yourself kind of relocated. It's not, I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the buzz I'm talking about. And whether that be anything to do with, you know, bits of paint put on bits of paper or canvas, or whether it be bits of video images, or whether it just be establishing a pattern that connects the things together, or does the opposite, you know, interestingly disrupts an existing pattern. You know, that kind of making nonsense of what was previously considered to be sense, a critical faculty of that, destroying those senses we take for granted. I mean, that is something I'm really interested in. I'm interested in it on YouTube, actually, you know what I mean? I mean, I really like the value of really great comments or really great videos that just seem to not just repeat what someone else has said, but kind of join things together, you know what I mean? And the thing just clicks in. I really like that. I mean, I try to do it myself, but I don't think I do it terribly well yet. But that's one of my ambitions, is to try to do that, you know? Do that thing. Put a Lego brick in the right place so the whole construction comes together. I love it when an idea comes together. I seem to remember, is that a quotation from a film? I love it when an idea comes together. Don't know. But yeah, it's that thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's this coming together, this mutual orgasm of sensation that the whole thing just like flows in the right kind of swarmy way. So that's that, yeah. So that's in a sense why what I'm trying to think of in terms of this bloody exhibition I've got next week in Crewe. Because some of those bunny, I think I mentioned in the video about it before, some of those dead bunny videos, which I know, you know, if you probably think they're crap, and maybe they are crap, it doesn't really matter in a sense. I mean, for me, they're just little connections between different bits of material that I've found online. No, it's not, some of it's personal, but a lot of the stuff is other YouTubers making videos about things, and for me there's a piece in the middle of all this stuff which aligns it, and it's a dead body floating down a river with a particular musical accompaniment which just kind of brings it all into alignment. Baby guy, come on. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll try and talk about something. I want to talk about daydreams, actually. I made a video about daydreams before I went to Paris and uploaded it to Blip and never got around to doing anything with it. But I do want to go back to that. There's some interesting stuff there, I think. Anyway, enough for now.